Hello friends, welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today, it's Friday, the 10th of October, and I thought I would do a fixed blade Friday. I shared the knife I already am going to show on a short yesterday, got really good views, so I thought I'd get a little bit closer and more in depth with this knife. What I'm talking about is this beautiful Bowie knife right here. This is 15 inches overall. It is a Pakistani, but this one is very, very well made and nice. Again, though, don't, especially with Pakistani knives, do not leave the knife in the leather. The leather, I have heard, is salt tanned and everything like that. So bad things happen. And I see my beautiful counterpart, my wife, finally decided it was time to get up. But I'm not going to give her no grief because it is a weekend for her and she finally gets to sleep in. So that's good. I'm glad she could. The blade is 10¼ inches. The only reason I was even letting you guys know that is in case you hear some noises in the background. It's just my beautiful bride. But yeah, this is just an absolutely beautiful knife. Got brass pins, brass guard, and I like the S guard. The handle fits my hand very nice, is full tang, and it actually is full tang when I look. You can tell a lot of times when you look right here how big the cut hole is in the guard. If it's actually full tang, if there's only a little hole that's like that big, then it's just a smaller tang. But this is a full tang. Just a really, really good looking knife. And actually on this knife, I got a question from the short. What's the point of having a finger choil up here if you got a guard? Well, some people like to use it like this. Me personally, no. But, and then I said, honestly, I think it's just a design feature. Because it does make the blade look really neat. I mean, it shortens your usable cutting edge, but it does look pretty cool. Definitely has the blood grooves or fullers. Has a nice swedge here on the clip. Very, very good looking. Actually did a really good job too on where, the center and everything there. This thing is very sharp. Don't ask how I found that out. It wasn't pleasant. I got a little boo-boo from it. But just an absolutely beautiful knife. And you can actually see right there, if I can get the light right, you can see where inside on that leather from the button and the leather, being together, that it created like a little... It's gross. It's like slimy stuff. And thank goodness I found the knife before it got bad. There is a touch of rust right there. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm just going to put some oil on it because unless you point it out to somebody, that you're never going to notice it. But again, that is my fault from leaving it in the leather. But I just wanted to do this fixed blade Friday because I thought, it has been a while since I showed a Bowie knife on its own. I showed that box of knives and stuff, but I just really, really like this look. It's just the S guard and everything to me. It's like, it's traditional, but slightly got a couple little things here, make it look neater. You got your rivets, you got your, pins, you got, the full tang. The handle is just beautiful too. This wood, I'm not sure what type of wood it is, but it's absolutely, my wife's got her hand up. Hang on. Yes.
Is it an Bowie knife because you left it in the leather?
I don't know if y'all heard that, but she thinks she's funny, and it kind of is. She asked if it's an Bowie knife because I left it in the leather. My answer to that is certain parts of it, yes. Because it was pretty gross cleaning out the inside of the sheath because it was just like it's slimy. I don't know why it happens. Like I said, I have been told by many people that they believe Pakistani leather is saltwater tanned. And of course, what salt does to steel. It's not a good combination. But, they still make decent sheaths. And for what you pay, honestly, a Pakistani-made knife, I'm not belittling them because like I've said before, depends on the manufacturer. If you find a good manufacturer, you get some beautiful knives at a very fair, reasonable price. That'll last your lifetime and probably another. The biggest problem, though, is this leather. They make decent-looking sheaths, but do not leave your knives in them. I think the sheaths are honestly just like a bonus. They just kind of go, yep, here we go, throw it in, And hey, that's cool. At least you got something to put the knife in, But I just wanted to share this. I'm not going to make this video long because I wasn't planning on it in the beginning anyways. And now my wife is up. Get to spend some time with her today on Friday. But like I said, I got really positive remarks and comments on this one. And I just wanted to share it with y'all because I just truly think it's a beautiful piece of work. Even though it's made in Pakistan, I would absolutely carry this, if I had a reason to. Like, if I carry this in a town on my side, I'm probably going to get some reaction from the police. It's 3/8 inch blade stock thickness. Wow. I'm probably going to get some reaction from the police. They probably wouldn't, like, try to arrest me or anything. An inch and 7/8 in width. They probably wouldn't try to arrest me or anything, but I bet you because people would be calling, somebody would come and be like, why are you carrying that? And my answer would be because I legally can. And I'd be like, okay, cool. Probably check, to make sure I'm not a bad guy or anything. But, if you want to be kind of the gray man, I wouldn't recommend putting this on your side and going into town is what I'm saying, For those of you that don't know what the gray man is that person that just kind of blends in, is prepared, but just kind of blends in and doesn't call a lot of attention to themselves. So yeah, this would not be a good choice this will be my daily carry today and I'm going to Walmart. Probably wouldn't be a good idea, especially up here in Traverse City where we have that stabbing. I bet there might be some reactions. And I'm not making light of that stabbing. I'm grateful that the people survived and I feel for them all, but it's just, I'm going to get off that. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to share this absolutely beautiful knife. I hope you all have a great day. I'm very blessed to get to go spend some time with some cousins that we haven't seen in a while. We went out to dinner with them last night, and it was a good time, and then went and played some euchre. It was a really good time, enjoyed ourselves, and it's always fun to get back in touch and contact and hang out a little bit with some people that you haven't really done that with in a couple of years, because of just distances and stuff. So it was a good time. So it's Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And thanks for watching. Don't forget, it's always fun to have a big old Bowie in your collection. Live long, prosper, and collect your own way.